All right, so we are live. Back into my world of children behind me. I was just trying to hide some iron and some Legos, but I'm trying my best to camouflage that. Just trying to show that I'm in control of my mother life. But welcome back to my live interviews, and I'm so excited to bring Devi back. It's been a very long due conversation, so I just thought this conversation should go live because I think I'm connecting with her after the event directly, and so much has happened between that I just thought for our mothers group, and we would be tagging and inviting more moms to see this. So we've been very brave and bold, taking the conversation straight live, and we will start. So Devi, I'm so happy to see you, and I want to officially and publicly also thank you for all that you did for mom and have been doing for the mom and mums and so much more. But I'm totally indebted to you, Sarah and Stacy, for pulling off the live in November with us virtually. And I would have not been able to do that without you guys. So thank you so much for loving us so much.
You're
And
welcome. It was our honor. We loved every bit of it. And I have to say thank you to you for spearheading this such a big movement and allowing all of us to come in as that collective and really feel held together. And you did it beautifully, Shika. So yes, this conversation is way overdue, and I'm so excited for today.
yeah, see, I'm already getting goosebumps because what you just said of, coming together, it's happening in so many ways and so many layers that I can't even tell you. I've just seen and witnessed it when moms collaborate. And more than that, collaborations are not only for business point of view. They're collaborating to help each other. They're collaborating just to have conversations that would do. A lot of moms who came together are also meeting now each other in their cities, and then they call each other and they say, "Oh, we are here." They make sure that they're going to meet. So we want to do this world over. And my next target is to get apps like it's not happened yet. That was a baby launch, I think. Once I've understood I've I call it the premature baby. We're maturing the baby still, and I'm learning so much just how to handle this premature baby right now. But please wait, the minute it becomes mature and starts to walk, it's going to be just another thing. And once we've solved the Amazon issues, I was in such a zone that I just kept on moving, not realizing that, okay, this is another thing that will come my way. But soon, I think 2 days we would be on Kindle for sure. Very soon, in 2, 3 days, we should be on Kindle. And that's why I wanted to announce this. And very soon, we are going to be on Amazon. Then the next step would be international availability because it's a very heavy book. You have the book with you, and it gets
Yes.
pretty crazy. Yes, I also have it right next to. Yeah,
It
it's a
is heavy and it's so beautifully done. I mean, the
yeah.
expertise and the craftsmanship in this is phenomenal.
My dad's behind it. He said that I will, because he's a printer, and he said nobody else will do this project except me. And he took it over and he printed the whole book. So it's a very coming together of many ways. So my dad's put everything that he's learned in 70 years, 75 years in that book, and 40 years of mine, and 100 years is the minimum. Like we have 100-year also in the book. So there's a lot of years together that the book has brought. So let's go to you. Why are we here? Because I see Devi also growing in so many ways. And yes, I'm unable to be in touch with you, but when I see your bright face supporting so many people, coming up with so many things, and so where have you, like, where is the, like, because I'm going to do this with all the moms. So where have you reached since last live and the launch of the book? What are you doing? What changed? Something important you want to discuss and something inspirational, and then we'll take the conversation ahead.
Okay, well, it's hard to go back and go, what has changed? Because from the first time when you interviewed me, I was number 11 interview of 100 moms. And from
Yes.
the very first time you interviewed me, and I really felt the connection and the possibilities of us coming together, that has just spearheaded so many other things. So since that time, I became an international best-selling author. keynote speaker, opportunities opened up in ways of me just showing up in my own light. With that, I was able to bring other people with that. I am a partner in the Wellness Universe, which is a global organization that connects the wellness seeker and the wellness professional. And that really is at the heart of what I do.
Wow.
So because I teach people how to create online courses, that became my expertise inside of that community, where I am taking these people and helping them either take their book or their mission and message that they've been teaching maybe in person, or maybe they haven't ever taught it before, and getting that message out into the world in a big way. So we have a lot of things planned in the Wellness Universe. We have just officially been named the Wellness Zone for Soccer X, which is football, soccer across the world. So this is a big opportunity for us to really talk about holistic wellness, that it's
Yes.
all of us. It takes all of us to really say that it's mind, body, and soul wellness that we're seeking. It isn't, quick fix. It is us coming together and supporting each other and building community and lifting each other up, and all of those things that helps us know that we are held, that our dreams matter, that we matter. And with that, we can see people's expertise and the things, their life's experiences, and pull them through to shine that out into the world in a bigger way. And with that, just, a couple other things is, summits and collaborations and deeper connections. And so there's a lot that's happened. And if I went back to our original interview, when you asked me, what is my dream? This is it. Connecting world changers, thought leaders, visionaries, and helping them get their message and their mission out into the world, because together is how we're going to make a difference.
Absolutely. And I will vouch for you because you're such a great person to have on team.
Mm.
Anybody's team you are going to be. And if your mission is to push the dreams ahead, I mean, I don't know anybody better. I know very better way, but I would definitely want to compliment you that you really bring that. So working with you on course creations, working with you, the kind of vision that you have for another person, and then connecting with that. That's been my experience of feeling that. I still have to meet you in person. That's due. It's really due because you're almost coming here, and then it didn't happen. So I was really looking forward for you to coming here, but I am still in my head. My head doesn't stop, so my head is still has the vision of all 100, totally sponsored. I've not given up that. Not that the book is launched and you know, there are a lot of things I'm learning, and I, I, I don't know whether I should apologize, but the thing is, it's not going as fast as the world is moving fast. But I'm learning, and the gripping is happening. And the minute the grip happens, it'll suddenly open up to the world. And just in this country itself, the who's who have that book on their shelves right now. At least I've done that much. And they're all ready to ask, when are we going to, so many things are happening, Debbie. And you've really helped me as a pillar in the book. And now you're even, moderator in this big events. And let's talk about that. People, like, what is that experience all about?
Yeah.
And
So
while you're talking, I'm listening. I'm just going to invite more people because,
yeah, sounds good.
yeah,
So right from day one, when I joined the same community that you did, which is Dean and Tony's world of knowledge is the next currency, where we take our knowledge and our expertise and we get it out into the world. And so as
right.
soon as I joined that community, as somebody that had some expertise in computer work and some, other things, I just stepped up and said, how can I serve? And because of that, I got opportunities to work some of their events behind the scenes as moderator, as a lot of things. There's a lot of different things, moving parts that happen for these big events. And so I think in 2019 or 20 was the very first event that I did with them. And just this week on Monday, we just completed the event with 2.4 million people in it. And we pulled it off without a hitch. like our team is growing. Our team is just like fine tuning all of these things that have to happen. And the people in the front row that get to witness this, they just think that this is just simple. And it's not until somebody, and there was a lot of new moderators this time, so they come behind the scenes and they're like, wow, how do you do all of this? How do you keep track? How do you keep the energy in the room popping? How do you do this? And it's so much fun, but the team that we've learned from is so phenomenal that I just have to shout them out. Without that team that, you know, again, the foundation, they built this beautiful foundation. They've just continued to invite people in. Till last year, we had 950,000 people at an event. We were hoping to break 1 million and we didn't. Shortly after that, we did 1.5. And this is the biggest to date. It's history, never been done before that a virtual event has ever had this many people. 2.4 million people came to have their lives changed by
I
us.
wanted to
And it
be
was
there.
huge.
Yeah, I wanted to be there, but I had like things going on. And the only thing I asked you for that is now people are on, like there's this new AI world coming in. I'm studying the AI world only to know where it's going, because when you hear from people what the AI world is all about, you just hear so much negative stuff, and I don't think it's all negative yet, right? And the possibility of bringing good is also there with these AI tools, and people like us who are bringing communities together, who are moving forward, can use these tools and not let it go to the opposite side. And so that's why I was talking to somebody recently that now not only I'm standing for 100 Mother, but I'm also standing to say that we have a great opportunity, to make change through these platforms, right?
Hmm.
And I honestly just have 750 followers on my Instagram, but I had like 45 people standing on stage, and the ratio
Mhm.
that's in apparently is the social media world, that's no algorithm. When you have 1 lakh people following you, probably you get 100 people coming for your in-person event. But with the 750 followers, we had 45 on stage. Many wanted to make it, who didn't make it, and I'll make sure all 100 reach here in India, because that 100 meeting together would be something.
Yeah.
We as responsible course creators and community makers, and trying to get change, we also have to stand up to show that we can create so much positivity with this. And when events like that happen and people get moved and people change their lives and you are behind it, um, it's very important to talk about it, because it's very easy to get swayed that we don't want it, it's difficult, AI is bad, chat GPT is our favorite topic these days. So um, um, I must congratulate you. And I've Lucy, I've tagged Lucy, but I always, when Lucy sends me a message of talking about AI, let's talk about AI, I just smile, and I'm like, that's the spirit to go forward, right, with it. And your wellness coming together with all these new tools that are coming for these younger ones. You have grandchildren.
Yes.
What do you think? Where you're so much into the digital world? What is your take on your grandchildren stepping up in another 5 6 years? What's the
Well, we could go down a rabbit hole on this one
yeah,
because, we can live from fear or we can choose an empowering position. And
right,
so I love to think about all the things that have come because of technology. And
right,
me and you wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have even known each other. And
right?
so the amazing thing of connection, that the community energy does pass through this
Oh,
virtual meeting. So you feel it, you feel somebody's heart, you're able to transform and heal through this. And so what's possible for my grandchildren? Maybe we won't even need this. Maybe we'll be able just to think it and we'll see somebody else. I don't know, because nobody in the last 10 years could have guessed we could be here.
oh yes, oh yes,
So again, I love to just think about what would I love versus what do I fear. And so I just don't let myself go down the rabbit hole of AI and all the things that could go wrong, because Facebook, there's a lot wrong about it. Instagram, TikTok, we don't need to focus on that. If we want to use these tools for good, we can use these tools for good. And you've done that. And you've been a living example of bringing people together that didn't know each other. You knew that we all had a similar wish, but we didn't know that until we got to hear each other's visions and our stories and our dreams. And so that's what I believe my grandkids will do. They sit on my knee. You've witnessed them. They sit on my knee. The other day, I had both of my granddaughters sitting on my knee as we were in a meeting. And my oldest one, who's watched me many times, she says, Grandma, that person needs to talk. That other one had a turn. How come this one can't talk? And I was like, they're going to be running these rooms very shortly because they've witnessed it from day one.
Right. And that's Lucy's here. See, how could she have
Oh,
missed
Lucy.
the chat? But as I mentioned, and because I still have to meet you, but Lucy, Donna, Renu, all these people came from very, very far, Australia, Mexico, and Nadia and Hillary made it. It's just something else. I cannot even imagine if only 100 out of these billions of people on this earth came together just to meet, just to know, and just to hold hands together. But at the same time, adopt the methods online, the new chat GPT, and connect and get your message and work hard and use this happily. We never know we're going to be in such a gorgeous world because it'll amplify in many ways as well. So the responsibility is totally on us now to show up just in our authentic way, just the way we think we should, without hesitation, so that the people can see the real people. And as you said, they can feel. I dream about you guys. I feel about you. You know what's happening. Sometimes I message a mother and they just say she was just talking about me. I have not met some of them and I've actually gone through that. And rising, like this is the most common thing I've heard in the last 6 months from all the mothers who have reached out again, saying that after that launch happened and they saw mothers actually coming on stage, they feel they're unstoppable. Just a small act of coming together has made them feel they can do it. So let's talk about your Donna is also here. See, I'm talking about these women and they Matilda is here. Matilda has been supporting. I have to meet Matilda. I know you met her in person. You were with her. You met Lucy in person. I don't know. Have you met Donna in person?
No, I have not.
Okay.
No.
Time to meet. So I'm already putting my US visa because I cannot.
Yes.
I am putting putting the papers. It takes a year for our country to give it to us, maybe a year and a half, but maybe you don't know. Whatever universe, but the message has come, put the US visa, and I might be there for a reading tour soon with books. We don't know.
That'd be
But
awesome.
Coming back to this beautiful summit that you're creating, and I see this, thing. Let me just say, Matilda, a big hug to both of you. Maybe we'll visit India. No. I need to visit US first, and then convince all of you to come to India together, 100. So Matilda, I think you're going to hop into the team very soon. And she's coming to Mexico.
Matilda's in Mexico right now, but she's from Denmark. So we've got a few countries we got to visit.
Yeah. And Lucy's already saying, I'm coming to Mexico first. I have already promised that to Lucy. So via Mexico, I will go.
I'll visit you in Mexico, US, or Canada. So any one of those.
Or India.
And India, yes.
Yeah. So it is, I've revived myself. It's really took me 6 months to come out now again. And we're going to get 100. But before that, I want to tell you that when I see you standing, tall, talking about summits and bringing wellness and bringing change, what's that all about? And that's why I reached out to you saying, I start with you because I thought I will start with mothers again and what's happening and bring them back. I am very happy with these 100. I know people think I'll meet 1,000, but no, I want more connection with these 100. So that's why I started with you. What's the summit about, Debbie?
So the summit that we're doing May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd is actually called a Success Summit. And what does success actually mean to you? So it is for entrepreneurs. It's for you to tap into what does that success mean? And then what's the tactical steps to get you? We have 8 of us that are part of Dean and Tony's world. We're actually part of the Legacy Mastermind, which is the highest level mastermind that Dean and Tony just opened up. And so that started a different collaboration. And so this is us stepping up and really being the leaders in what does success mean. And I think that you all know, anybody that is your audience gets it, that success is different for every person. And so just yesterday, we were having a conversation inside of another class that success might mean sleeping in till noon, having coffee on the deck, and then doing 2 sessions a day with clients. And it might mean that your schedule is so busy and you're making millions of dollars. That's not for us to decide. That's for you to be aligned with. And that's what I help people with. Where you are, where do you want to be? And is there a gap in between? And are you in alignment with your soul? Is your soul speaking through you and being expressed fully? Or are you kind of hushing down some of the things that you don't think are normal or society would believe is possible? I just have to shout out to Matilda, because she sold everything and moved to Mexico, and she is running her business from wherever she wants. And while I was in Mexico with her, conversations every day. Well, how long are you here? What do you do? And she is like, I work online and I help heal clients. I do things the same way as if I was in my hometown. I just don't need to live that way anymore. This is a new way. And this is what I'm helping people see. And what my calling is that alignment with your truth. How do you figure out who you are and who you serve, and know that person so well that you know when there's a bit out of alignment, and how do we come back into alignment? And believe me, I've been out of alignment. It doesn't feel good. It's like you're fighting with yourself, and the gas and the brake are on at the same time, and you're confused and you're overwhelmed. And when you come back into alignment, you are powerful. You're in flow state. You're unstoppable. And you're ready to collaborate with people that think the same as you. And then that magnifies and amplifies out into the world.
Right. Very, very beautiful. And I think forever can happen in having this conversation. We have Donna also, very, very wise people in our comments. Donna and Lucy and Matilda, I've known them. I can't see more comments. There's some loading or not loading. I don't know, because it loads very slowly. But, you know, the that's the message that needs to go out to our children as well. We have really, really put them into so much pressure, and we've got ourselves into pressure, and mothers are putting so much pressure on ourselves with the success. And I think that era is gone where actually we're putting academic stress. We are not putting any more academic stress, but now the stress is to become spiritual. The stress is to become, wise. That's also a stress, we put on our children. You're not wise. See, because I'm a mother of very young kids. They use a lot of activities of being and mindfulness and this thing, and I look at them, and then I see that he's not mindful, but he's pressurized that he must. And then what comes out of it is, because if you're not mindful, apparently you're not a great child. That's the messages they're getting. So it's very crazy, that this success and the concept of success still trickles down. So you're not a successful mindful person. You understand what I'm trying to come to?
I do.
And that's the.
And I'm sorry.
No, but I'm just saying that's the dilemma of today's child as well, because the mother is thinking she's taking her off from the regular, but she is again coming back from this thing. So we need leaders who can actually teach for them to just be, and yourself just be, and that is another very fascinating thing that I watch around, because
Yeah.
now the peer pressure is very different. And so if I just complete it, I'm just like, when I stand to these annual functions and a very progressive school as well, I stand there and I'm like, wow, this child is a boy who's really long hair in school now, so because he wants to donate it to a cancer cause and collect money. Brilliant. There's another child. So when these child gets showcased, now I hear the conversation of the parents coming from other side. See, you don't have to be good at academics, but you should come up with something else. So now the pressure of academics have come up to now do something wiser and spiritual. And I sit there and I'm just like, I don't even have that expectation. As long as you're maneuvering and you know how the life skill of maneuvering yourself and you're teaching me something and you're learning yourself, it's good enough, and ending there is good enough. And
Yeah.
you have to say about
So,
that.
I mean, for me, the gap there is the judgment and the comparison. If we're still, it doesn't matter if we're doing it to ourselves or we're doing it to others. If we have these expectations of how people should be, or the shoulds and the woulds and the coulds versus just be. And
Yeah.
so there's a reason that Matilda's on this call and come into this conversation is I'm in the advanced divine child healing class with her as a certification. And with that, we are going out into the world and we are healing those children that are there to teach us. And we're not healing them as in they're wrong. What we're doing is we're letting go that frustration where they're like, the world tells me to do this and I want to do this and my soul is telling me to do this, and we help them come back into alignment. And then we take that message and we pass it on to the parents, because we're talking to the child's higher self, their higher consciousness. We're talking to their soul essence, where we know the big things that child has come into the world to do, and they can get pushed to come over here and do this, but their soul is going, no, 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 you got big work to do. And there's a divine calling placed on your heart and you're in the exact right place. And so we really are just being that guide between the parents and the child and society, and bringing them back in so that they can feel that flow state and that empowered state and that grounded safety in their own body, that they know that somebody hears them and gets them. And these sessions are amazing. They work with the adults too, but we really truly believe we're being called to help the children that are being here in this new earth, that are really here to do big things, and they're breaking down barriers and old beliefs, and that's work. And yet it's beautiful work, and we can help them by supporting them and assisting them in that. And sometimes, and we all have been there, where somebody else just doesn't get it. It might be our mission, it might be our children's. A behavior is being done a certain way, and you're just pushing them and trying to fit them into a box. And if you just behaved this certain way, everything would be good. But they're not meant to behave in that certain way. They're meant to break down barriers and change the world. And that isn't because a parent told them to. That's their divine calling, and they're being called forward, and we're just here to assist them in that. And that's really what I do with the adults. When you say that I'm a cheerleader or I help others, I just see their truest, highest potential, not from my eyes, but from their soul telling me what it's being called forward to do. And then I help them get out of their own way to see the gap between their beliefs and their thinking and their doing. And really, what is that? That's in their being. If they can just be themselves, the rest of it falls into place, because you're just following your joy. And that's an easy breadcrumb step forward to follow your joy and find your way in the world.
Yeah, and absolutely, I agree with everything you're saying. And this conversation can go on for very, very long. But that I told you, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. But I feel there is everybody is in a lot of pressure of becoming and being in mindfulness and this and there's a new eagerness. You set
Mhm.
into mindfulness, you become mindfulness. And very long time back, and Lucy is here also, and Donna is here, and Matilda, they will like this. I met this 22-year-old boy who's an artist, and I always remember this. And he used to talk about meditation, and he used to really talk. I never saw him angry also. He always had this smile on his face, and I never saw him angry. Like people are just like gossiping and doing, and I was just like just see him smiling. He would not entertain gossip. Neither would he get angry if somebody said anything. He was almost 22, and I just went to him and I was like, Ajay, what what do you do to how many times a day you do meditation, and where do you do it? And so he said, I don't do meditation. I am meditation. And he doesn't do any meditation. He is meditation. He approaches everything with meditation. So he doesn't have any pressure of sitting in a particular style or a way or a breath work or whatever. He's adopted it in such a way. And I never forget that. He looks like he is meditation. It's showed in his being that he's meditation. So, and not that like once you become meditation, you don't have work to do. You have the work to do every day. And Frank is joining us as well. So this reunion is really coming together. Um, so when you say I am meditation and I don't do meditation, it resonates with me to say how much more work we need to go in. These 100 together can, if they become meditation, I don't know what they're going to do to the world. Yeah, I know. So I want to bring that message of I am meditation.
Yeah.
And take the pressure off. We need the guidance we need to seek people like you who are really taking the path ahead.
Mm.
And we must do it because we have to just be just to be, yeah. And it adds more wisdom and knowledge. And beyond that, it'll multiply through you anyway. And that's why I want to get these 100 mothers to just keep bonding, just keep knowing each other deeper and deeper, that this can make a huge change. These 100 will make a huge change, not
It's
to
true.
earn money only. That'll happen for sure. But just in ways that the change that we can bring and the energy, because just right now, one mom has just left, Nidhi has just left. My, if you saw me talking to her, in the whole cafe was buzzing with these two mothers, and she just did vegan food again for us because I had a dinner, my husband yesterday, and she came all the way from Bangalore just to make my food with her chefs picked up. And she said, because at mom she did the event and she did everything vegan. So she
Yeah.
said, I said, I can't do it with anybody else anymore. Will you come? And she just dropped everything and she came. But when we met as mothers and what we created, I just had this vision of 100 buzzing lights, together on stage again to say that we can do it. So the book is reaching and showcasing, and the people are looking at all of you, and the feedback I've received is whenever it goes on shelf, people just cannot not walk towards it. It has this energy on its own. People just walk towards it, and I meet people on the streets, and they say that something about it just stops them from whatever they're doing. And it's not me; it's your stories, all the 100 month stories there. It's a pack of box, together with so much thing. So I'm so happy that you're doing the summit, and I already feel your energy, Debbie, in that. And that's why I'm here, standing here. And I would encourage till the summit happens. Frank is here, Lucy is here. Please take Debbie on interviews. Let's bring her message out, and take. She's been such a guiding light for all of us. And yes, yeah, sure, she's a great leader, supporter, connector, and we want to support her all the way so we can all impact so many in this world, make it a better place. It's one leader talking to another. Lucy is
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
um, and so just let's know when is it happening, and I am really going to try and individually message some people to join Debbie because I know that she's really working hard to bring this out to the world. So what's the summit again? And then we're going to put the link so that we make a short interview, people can watch the replay.
Yeah. The summit is simple. It's 90 minutes a day on May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. You can buy the VIP and get the recordings. If you can't be there, there's 8 speakers, and we're all talking on success for entrepreneurs. So we are going to be going into some mindset, but a lot of tactical. What have we learned through our journey that we wished we would have known at the beginning? And we're giving that straight to you guys so that you can have that. Shika, if you would allow me one more thing, that I want to talk to you about the power of talking to each other and collaborating. So Mary Gervais and myself, we were doing for 2 years, we were doing an interview that was called Heart-Centered Entrepreneurs Can Change the World. And we were just picking people just like you do that really go out and their modality or their beliefs or their wisdom is changing people's lives. And they're doing it. And so it's hope-based, it's inspirational, it's tactical. And we just turned some of those episodes into a brand new podcast that we're releasing. And we have somebody working behind the scenes doing this. So we didn't know that one was live. And one of the people in your book is Dr. Mary. And I had said that she was a great candidate for the book and same beliefs and everything. And anyway, this happened to be hers. So when I found out that her interview had gone live on a podcast, even though we hadn't shared the podcast anywhere, but it was live, I messaged her and I said, Dr. Mary, this interview went live and I will be showcasing it next week. So I just wanted you to prepare if you want to listen to it or whatever, and then we'll do some type of campaign to get it out there. And she said, Debbie, I just got a brand new client yesterday that said they heard me on an interview and they couldn't believe me and they needed to hire me. And I said, she goes, I thought, what interview? I haven't been on an interview, but it was an old conversation and it met somebody in the right hands at the right time that they needed to talk to Dr. Mary to figure out their life and to move forward. And that is the power of us supporting each other and continuing to revive and repurpose these conversations that we've had because they're powerful and the world needs to hear them.
I mean, I myself need to know all 100 again. I mean, I know few of you, but I know few of you very little. Still, in spite of all my love and heart, and Vilma is here as well. And I still need to revive and bring them back. And people keep telling me, I keep bringing more women, and some great collaborations are about to happen with people to make it very powerful. But I'm still, again, saying I'm only focused on the first 100 I've met, right? I want to keep getting more people, not that they're not valuable, but the first 100 I knew are very powerful, who've stepped into this. And we are not done yet. We are not done. Yeah. We are going to get this together. And honestly, these last 6 months have been quite a ride for me. I never realized it. But I am going to get revived. So Amazon will happen. I'm just on daily goal setting, working on Amazon. I'm working on things with the tech I know, the world I know. I'm still lost in my own world, but I'm learning for everyone so that they can all receive this, because I have already, I can't even tell you when people look at this book and fold that book. I don't know what I'm witnessing. And so, and the stories are coming. All the 100 stories are changing as well. I'm getting messages from all the mums also. The next edition, I need to change the story. I need to change the story. So becoming bolder to tell some story that they really need to tell and want to tell. So second edition will change again. Again, will only these 100 women. So I'm churning them and I'm nurturing this thing for some time. But Debbie, starting back with you, and I'm inviting any mothers already in the book, especially who want to start the conversations again. Let's multiply, take Debbie's message out with other women that she's getting out. I will send messages again and I will encourage that this interview is seen, Debbie. I love you a lot and thank you so much for supporting so many women and working on yourself. I knowing you in a year's time, I know you've worked so much on yourself already, and I already see that. So thank you first for working on yourself so that others can see and feel, and then we join you. I'm going to be there for the summit. If something is coming up, I will be taking the replay and making sure that I catch up with it. So thank you, and thank you for being you. But let's pray that we're meeting sooner than later, and either it's me in Mexico, you in Mexico, or all of you back again here. So we will see what happens. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Anything else you want to say before leaving, Debbie?
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Say something before leaving. Anything.
Okay. My conversation for the summit is so fitting for today, and that's why I'm sitting here giggling. My title is The Power of Yes and the Ripple Effect Forward. And I believe that with all my heart. When we say yes to us, we're actually saying yes to the world. And it's an aligned yes. And it's so much bigger than what we can imagine. It's so much more at work, working in our power, in our favor than what we can even in our own imagination think of. So just lean in and say yes.
Beautiful. So bye-bye. And all the moms who have Okay, you guys are both awesome. Love you. Frank is saying Matilda is there. We love you too, Frank. I wish I can like just do everything very fast and meet all of you, but thank you, Debbie. The conversations are coming back. These 100 moms are coming back because we're not done yet. And every time any mother gets up again and says, I want to make it, I'm going to stand and get her back into the conversation and keep giving her the stage because she deserves it. And there is a reason why these 100 were there in the book. So I'm going to go off and you stay back. Thank you so much, everybody.